2024 is here and I've never been so excited because it's coming home. There has never been so much hype for a Euro, but hopefully it won't end in disappointment, just like Euro 2020. But today we are going to be predicting the entire tournament, from the group stages to the best third place teams to the semi-finals to the eventual winner. So if you guys are enjoying the videos and cannot wait to see the Euro content that I've got in store for you guys, hit the big red subscribe button as you'll be notified when it drops first. And without further ado, let's predict who's going to win Euro 2024. And I was starting off with Group A. Of course, the host Germany are obviously the favourites. Scotland, well, they were wild in qualifications, weren't they? McTominay literally turning into Prime R9 up front. And we got Hungary and we've got Switzerland. I think it's going to be a tight group. I don't think anybody is going to completely blitz the group. I think the Germans will win it though. I think they've got enough quality, and the fact that they're hosts will put them in a good position. But second place is a real close one. It's really interesting. I literally don't have an idea. Now, since Hungary disposed of us 4-0 at Wolverhampton, I cannot ever rule them out. But the Scots are the Scots. I think Switzerland will come last. I don't think they're very good. They've got a couple of good players. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go Hungary, I'm going to go Scotland, and I'm going to go Switzerland. That is my gut instinct, and that is the way that I'm going for Group A to finish. On to Group B. Now, this one is the most eye-catching in my opinion, because we've got Spain, we've got Italy, and we've got Croatia. Three very, very strong teams. Italy, obviously the current Euro champions. That's painful. Croatia, obviously, knocked us out in the World Cup semi-final. That's painful. And we've got Spain. And when I first started watching football, Spain were the best national team. They won Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, and Euro 2012. So we can never write them off. And we've got Albania. And they're going to be taking a hell of a lot of fans over to Germany. So they're going to want to be playing for them. But where do I think these go? I'm going to go Spain first. I think generally they've got the better of the three teams. So I'm putting them first, I'm locking that in. But Croatia and Italy, that one's hard. I don't think the Italians are as good as when they won it last year. But I kept saying, oh, Italy, they're not very good. We can beat Italy. Then they beat Belgium. They beat Spain in the semi, and then they beat us. So they didn't have an easy ride to the final. But then you've got Croatia, and this will be Modric's last Euros. It's a very experienced team, but it is an aging team. I'm going to go Croatia to finish second. I just think they're the better of the three. Italy third and Albania fourth. No disrespect to Albania, I just don't think they're on the level of the other three teams. And Italy, I just don't think they have it. We smacked them in qualification quite easily, playing negative Nancy football. So I just think they're going to come third. Controversial, but third for Italy, second for Croatia. Okay, on to Group C, which is England's group. Of course, it's coming home and we're going to win the group. Not a problem. I think this one is quite a simple one. I think Denmark are the better of the other three, but don't rule out Serbia. I think Serbia could be my little dark horses in this tournament, but I'm still going to put them third and Slovenia fourth. I fancy England to get 9 points out of 9, but knowing Gareth, I think we'll definitely beat Serbia and Slovenia, and I think we'll draw against Denmark, and 7 points should be enough to win the group. I think Denmark and Serbia might draw, and Slovenia should lose all three. It depends how much All Black can save them. But yeah, England first, Denmark second, Serbia third, Slovenia fourth. I think we should all agree with that one. And Group D, another bit of an eye-catching one with France, with Netherlands. Austria are next-door neighbours, so I'm sure they'll be bringing in a lot of support. And Poland's not too far away from Germany either. So this one could be highly competitive. And don't be surprised if we see a shock elimination from this group. And I'm not talking about France. Netherlands, yes, they may have a brilliant back four, but they're very weak in the attacking third. I think Memphis Depay is the best name. Maybe Bergwijn is the best name in that front three. So I just don't see them going so far. I still think on gut feeling, though, that they're better than Austria and Poland. So I'm going to go France third, Netherlands second. It's just whether it's Austria or Poland. Has Lewandowski got it enough to be able to get them through? They only just squeaked through against Wales in the qualification phase. I think they've got enough. I think they've got enough over Austria. I'm going to go Poland third, Austria fourth. No, I'm going to do a curveball. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go Austria third, Poland fourth, Lewandowski to drop a stinker. Group E is an interesting one because I think Belgium will finish third. I think my ginger brother has got enough in him to be able to help Belgium finish at numero uno. But it's just second, third and fourth. Ukraine are a decent team. We didn't beat them away from home. They're a good, very resilient team. Battlers, the lot of them, Ukraine. Romania are an interesting one because they're actually unbeaten in the qualification phase. They've drew a lot of the games, but they're still unbeaten and they play some good football. I still think they'll come third with Slovakia in fourth. That is my Group E prediction. Group F, another interesting one. How on earth are Portugal gonna play Ronaldo? Are they gonna play him every single game at his age in his last Euros? Because he is getting on a bit now. It's no taken away from his class. He's unbelievable. I still think Portugal will finish first. We've got Ruben Dias. They've got Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, João Cancelo. Very, very, very good team. It's just whether Roberto Martinez can get them playing, which has been their weakness in other tournaments. They've had the best team on paper. They just haven't had the best manager. And now they've got a good manager. I think it's second between Turkey or Czech. I've heard Turkey are taking nearly 400,000 fans to Germany. Their tickets are the hottest in town, Turkey. So they're going to be up for it. I don't think they've got a bad team either. Kalinoglu to run the park. A very strong back four, probably going to be led by Soyuncu in the middle. And Czech, well, they know how to deal with these tournaments. They knocked out the Netherlands in the last Euros. They gave England a good game in the groups. I know we beat them 1-0. I'm going to back it. I'm going to go Turkey, Czech, and Georgia. And there we go. That is the groups complete. This is probably going to be the hardest bit. It's time to rank the third place teams. Now, these just aren't on categorically order because then you'd probably put Italy, probably Scotland, Romania, Serbia, Austria, Czech. I don't know what order you're going to put them in. It is who's going to have the most points, who's going to score the most goals in those 6 teams. And it's going to be from out of their group. So let's have a look at Scotland. They've got Hungary and Germany. Do I see Scotland getting a win in this group? No. Do I see them getting 2 draws? Probably. I think if they could beat anybody, it's Switzerland. So probably they're going to be quite low down. Italy should be first because they should get a decent goal difference. They don't usually concede a lot of goals. I'm going to put Italy in at number 1. Serbia have got England and Denmark. I don't really see them taking a win in that group. Austria, France, Netherlands. Maybe they can beat Poland. So that might be high up ranking for Austria. I think Romania are going to come next because I think they can generally get 3 points against Slovakia. They might draw against Ukraine and might lose out on goal difference to Belgium. I'm going to go Romania as the next one. And maybe Czechia as the next one as well. Maybe a draw to Turkey, a defeat to Portugal. 3 points against Georgia should happen. So I'll go with that. I'll go with Scotland, Serbia, and then Austria. I just don't see them getting any. Yeah, I'm going to go Scotland 4th, and then Serbia 5th, Austria 6th, and that completes my 3rd place rankings. But they were hard. They might change, so we're rolling with it. Let's move on to the round of 16. It's time for the round of 16, where the knockout football begins, and the tournament well and truly gets a bit tasty and interesting. And we're starting off with the hosts against the Danes. Now, this is a really good game to start things off. I don't think Denmark are going to lie down easy. They did get to the semi-final of Euro 2020, and, well, they'll be aggrieved at the way that they went out to us with that second ball on the pitch for the penalty. But they take on the hosts in the first game of the round of 16. Very, very tasty. I think the Germans have enough. I think the fact that they're hosts, I think the fact that they have a very good team. I think this is an interesting one because Germany have got to prove it because they had a poor Euros when England knocked them out. They've had a poor World Cup back-to-back in 18 and 22, but I think they get the job done. So I'm going with the Germans to get through that one. Hungary versus Croatia. I think this one should be straightforward. I think the Hungarians are a good team. You can't underestimate them, but I think the Croatians have just got too much experience. They've got too much to be able to not get past Hungary unless it's a severe upset. The problem is one of these round of 16 games, there will be an upset in them. I'm just not sure which one. So I'm going to go Croatia to win that one. Spain versus Romania for the next one. Now, this is where the upset might be, actually. I genuinely think Romania are a very, very good team. They're very organised. They play some good football. It's just the Spanish have got a stunning back four and a stunning midfield, which Rodri is going to dictate. But they're very weak up top, and if Romania can be able to defend them quite comfortably, they can break this Spanish team down, especially if they're playing Rodri in at centre-back again, because that was honestly clueless from Luis Enrique. I'm still going to back the Spanish. I think if there's an upset, it might be here, so don't rule out Romania, but I'm going to back the Spanish. I just think they've got enough to be able to get the job done. Now, we're playing the Czech Republic, a team that we played in the group stage in the Euros last year. We beat them 1-0, a Sterling header at the back post from a Jack Grealish cross. Funny enough, the two players that scored and assisted in that game are not even going to the Euros. We'll just have enough. I'll go us on that one. I'm back in the Three Lions. Portugal versus Scotland. Now, this is a tasty tie. This is a tasty game. The Scots will not lie down. They beat the Spanish at Hampden Park. They're going to travel well. They're going to be loud. And they're going to be up for it. But Portugal, is Ronaldo going to be absolutely on it? I think Ruben Dias will strengthen up the back four with Cancelo pulling wide on the overlaps with Bernardo Silva, with Bruno Fernandes to conduct. I think Portugal are too strong. I think Scotland will give them a good game, but this is, I think, where the journey ends for Scotland. I think Portugal go through. Netherlands, Ukraine, I think it'll be a simple one. I don't know, you know. These are hard to predict. I'm going to go Netherlands. I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm going to go with the Netherlands. Belgium, Italy. Now, Italy have the experience. Belgium have an aging team. But Belgium have my ginger brother KDB, so I think they're going to go through. That's it. KDB to help Belgium to go through to the quarters. France versus Turkey. There's going to be 500,000 Turkey fans trying to jib this game. Taking on the world champions runners-up. They obviously got to a World Cup final. France are going to be there or thereabouts. They're a better team than Turkey. It's just whether Turkey can, all the fans can show up on the pitch and put a block in front of Mbappe and the France goal. So I'm going to go France to win that one. And that is the round of 16 done. That was hard. I've gone for no upsets, but I don't know. I'm sticking with my gut. Quarter final time, baby! And this is where it starts getting interesting, and all four ties are juicy and sexy. That's how they're looking. Germany versus Spain to start off. What an absolute mouth-watering quarter-final that is. The hosts against the Spanish, the 3 times winners each, taking on each other. A rerun of the 2008 final in Austria. I don't know. Spain with a decent back four, with Rodri in the midfield, with Pedri, with a very, very good midfield. But they're lacking in that front three, and I think Germany have got a better all-round team. A good back four, a very good midfield, with Kimmich, Musiala, Goretzka expected to be the starting 3. Maybe Gundogan in there as well. And they've got players up that can score goals. Leroy Sané, Füllkrug, the big German. They're the hosts. I'm going with Germany. I just think they've got enough to be able to beat the Spanish. I think the Spanish have got to get a striker like Fernando Torres and got to get 2 wingers. I don't think Ferran Torres, Morata and Dani Olmo are good enough to beat the Germans. I'm going Germany. Portugal versus Netherlands. Very interesting again. I think the Portuguese do this. I think I slated Netherlands in the group not having enough, and I think this is where their journey comes to an end again in the quarters. Portugal too strong, too many good players in too many vital positions. I think Ronaldo's going to score in this game, and I think Portugal get the job done relatively easily. Maybe Van Dijk pulls a late goal back, but I genuinely think it's Portugal's to lose, and they won't. Portugal to go through. Belgium, France. Now, it's whether my ginger brother can produce. It's whether my ginger brother can absolutely sit down the Le Francais and make them go back to Paris to eat their poisson. And I love him to bits. I love King Kev. He's right there. He's a one-man band. It's an Asian team, and the French are a very, very good team. And I expect France to be there or thereabouts in the final or in the semis, and I think they will get to the semis by beating Belgium. I'm going Le Francais to knock out my ginger brothers Belgium. It pains me to say, but the French are better. And we've got Croatia. It's a surprisingly, yet again, very easy run to the semi-final. No disrespect to the Czech Republic and no disrespect to Croatia. But yet again, it's a tournament in which England pretty much have a free pass as long as we don't screw it up to the semi-final. And since Gareth come in, we haven't really played a hard game. And the minute that we have, we've gone out. But Croatia in the 2018 World Cup, we took for granted. We thought, oh my God, we're going to get to the final under Gareth and we're going to play France. And we got knocked out. So we just cannot take them. We have to take them seriously. We cannot take them for granted. But then we got our revenge in the Euro group stage, beat them quite convincingly at Wembley with another Sterling goal. I think Foden hit the post in that game as well. But the Croatia team hasn't really changed. It's only got older. Our team's got younger. We got Bellingham in now. We got Harry Kane who knows where the net is. We've got Foden. We've got Saka and Palmer as like the front four. And a very, very strong back four. I think we beat Croatia. I think generally we have enough. But we cannot take them for granted from what they did in 2018. But another pretty easy route to the semis for England. Semi-final time, baby! And these look juicy. Germany, Portugal to start us off with the semi-final in Munich. Now, Germany are the host. Portugal, I think, are the best team on paper. It's just who takes the W, and I just don't know. This one is so hard. So hard. I think Portugal got a better team. And I think if Portugal play their best football, and if Germany play their best football, I think Portugal win. The only thing that's gravitating me to Germany is the fact that they're hosts, but I'm going to stick with my gut. I think if both teams play their best football, Portugal will take the W and be the first team in the final. But the Germans, I don't know. I might change my mind. No, I'm sticking with my gut. Portugal are the first team to the final. And then it's a repeat of the quarter-final of the World Cup in which we crashed out and played negative Nancy football. And honestly, if we played our best football and stopped picking Mount and stopped picking favourites and Henderson, we might have actually had a chance to go through. But fortunately, neither of those are here at the Euros. This is our best chance ever to beat the French. It's just whether we can do it. I don't know. The problem is with England, we have a brilliant team. It's just we don't have a good manager. I do appreciate what Gareth has done. He's given the country hope. He's got us to a World Cup semi, a Euro final, and a World Cup quarter. Now, the problem is we haven't played anybody good. We literally not played it. And the minute that we played somebody good, albeit Italy in the final, they were still beatable. We scored after 2 minutes and parked the bus. And France in the quarter, we lost. We played a poor German team in the Euro round of 16. The quarterfinal was against Ukraine, in which we dispatched them easily. And then Denmark in the semi. And we've had a pretty easy run to get to this game as well. And he'll play defensive football. He'll play park the bus. He'll play negative Nancy football, and we'll lose. We will lose. I hate to say it, we're going to lose to France because we're just not there to be able to beat the best team. We've got the capability to beat the best team. It's just Gareth won't let us use our capability to beat the best team. So France will go through, and we will go out, and Gareth will be sacked. And there we have it. There is my final. Portugal versus France. A rerun of the 2016 Euro final at the Stade de France, in which France lost in extra time to Portugal. Ronaldo went off and Eder came on and got the winner in extra time, and Ronaldo went on the bench. He was going crazy. He was like a second manager. Can they do it again? Can they beat the French back to back? Or will France have the last laugh? Now, I knew France were going to be in the final. Portugal, I think, have got a better team on paper than France. But France know how to get the job done. They are very experienced when it comes to this. They lost the final on penalties to Portugal. Will they lose back-to-back international finals? No. I think France are going to win the Euros, and I think they're going to do it quite convincingly as well. I think it's the end of the line for Portugal. I think Ronaldo will have a good tournament, but he'll be in despair at the Olympic Stadium, and France is going to take the W in Euro 2024. But there is my Euro 2024 prediction. I'm hoping that I'm wrong and we can beat France and then beat Portugal in the final. But let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win Euro 2024. It promises to be an amazing tournament, and I will be out there providing you with daily videos. It is going to be absolutely insane. So make sure to smash the like, hit that big red subscribe button to see when those videos drop, and I'll see you guys out in Germany. Peace out.